Are you tired of taking these lousy ice packs every time you go out? You got all these different ice packs you're taking with you, all these kind of things. Stop the madness. I'm going to show you how to change that. This is an EUHOMY portable ice and refrigerator that goes in your car. It'll go from freezer to refrigerator. Awesome, huge capacity. Doing a full unboxing. Stop the madness. You don't need all this crap anymore. I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to do a full review and a full unboxing. Let's get to the video. Okay, guys, here it is right here. EUHOMY or EUHOMY. I'm not really sure how you pronounce it, but this is the refrigerator freezer portable for your car. 12 volt plug into your car. Also does come with an AC adapter for your home as well. This is a huge one, 59 quarts, 55 liters. That's absolutely ridiculous how much storage this thing is. This is huge. It's a lot bigger than you think. This is a big one, just to let you know. It's a really nice quality, all high quality construction. The control panel's right here. It's got a handle on both sides. Here is a side view here. It's got a couple of cup holders on top as well. Here's the other handle all around. You can see the power adapter goes down here. I can show you that in a minute down there. This is a good 360 look. The energy guide is right here. The energy guide is around, it says estimated value yearly is around $30 a year. I think it doesn't use too much power, 210 kilowatts. It looks like estimate yearly pricing. That's what it says, depending on your area, of course. And that's just the energy guide that's on here. So we're just doing an unboxing, which we did the unboxing already. It came in a big box. Took it out of the box, and this is what it looks like. Well packed, didn't come damaged, and looks nice, all high quality, insulated. High impact plastic, that's what it is. This is large. Let me just start off with giving you some quick measurements. I think it's important. This is a big thing, guys. This is huge. It comes with 2 years of tech support, just to let you know. If this came, just a quick tech thing, just to let you know, if this got delivered to your home and sideways, make sure you lay it flat for around 24 hours. There's oils in the compressor. This actually has a compressor in here, like a refrigerator compressor. And there's oils in there. And if you don't let it settle, you can damage the compressor because that oil helps keep it lubricated. So if the oil's not in there correctly, it'll destroy the machine. So don't make sure if you got it delivered on its side by mistake, let it sit flat for around 24 hours before even attempting to start it up. First thing you need to know. Okay, that's just a pro tip. You need to know that. Okay, it does include a 2-year tech support, which is important. It does have an app. It does come with an app. We'll look at that in a few seconds. It is 12 and 24 volt DC adapter. Can be used at home or in the car. You can adjust the power when it's taken out of the, so it won't kill your battery. You can adjust the power consumption, so it won't kill your car battery. So say you're in the store and you're running around, you want to keep it cold, you can keep it so it'll shut itself off if it gets to a low point in the car battery, and so you won't come out with a dead, basically you won't come out with a dead battery. That's the idea behind that, which is that's really important. Dual stage AAP control, 12 volt refrigerator design, 2 zones. I'll show you that in a few seconds. Let's see what it says. 12 volt cooler framing, removable interior baskets. We'll go through that in a few seconds. Fast cooling is what it says. It says that really, really fast. So we'll see how fast it really works. We'll take a look at that. It goes from 68 to 32 degrees in roughly 15 minutes. That's what it says online. I'm reading the specs online. Energy consumption is around 45 watts. Battery protection, again, like I told you, multi-power supply. Things like the car, you can use it level 3-level battery protection, which is important. Low, medium, high. We'll look at that app later. And it's a Bluetooth, not a Wi-Fi. So it's basically Bluetooth as you're near the device. It'll communicate. So you can't be in another country or another state. You have to be near the item, of course. This does not have a battery built into it, so it has to be plugged in for it to work. Those are the quick specs on that. And you've seen a lot of these online. If you're looking at this video, you're shopping these refrigerators, so you'll want to kind of know what you're dealing with. So let me just give you some quick measurements. That's the first thing we're going to do in this video. I'll give you an idea on how large this is, because this is a large one, guys. This one's large. So the total height is around 20 and a half inches tall from the bottom up. Yep. And let's do handle to handle, because this is a beast of a machine. This is a big one. Okay. Give you a quick estimate here. Around 28 inches across. Okay. That's from handle to handle. Okay. And let's get the width here. Around 13 inches across. And this does open up. It's got a latch right here. This opens and closes the latch. Here is a control panel. We'll look at that in a few minutes once we plug it in. Let's go over the inside. You can see here, it is pretty large. It has a chain here, so it stops it from falling back. And an LED light here, which is nice. Here are the 2 compartments that we were talking about before. And let me just give you a quick measurement of the inside before we get into all the other stuff. It does come with the power supply inside the box. Let me just actually pull this out first just to show you that. There's so much to do with this. There's a lot of stuff in here, guys. It's pretty cool. So here is your power supply. Okay, you plug in your home. Comes with that right here, and it does come with the power cable. So this is all to plug in your home. So you have home, so you can plug it in your house, which is important. And this is for your car. It does come with the DC plug, so you can plug it in your cigarette lighter. So just make sure when you plug it in your car, sometimes these auxiliaries shut off when the car's off, so it depends on how your car is set up. If you have a SUV, usually the rear ones could be on 24 hours. We'll have to see. I'm going to run my, I don't know, we'll have to see how it works in my car. It does come with an instruction manual, quick start guide, and there's another booklet here all about using it, so take a look at that at your leisure. All the stuff we talked about. There's an app you can download, download the app with the Bluetooth, and they give you these stickers. Now, if you're a huge traveler and you want to decorate your cooler, you can start with this here. Pretty cool. So they come with stickers. You can give these to the kids and they can go add it if you want to. So that's just what's in the package. Easy enough. Get that to the side. And now it does come with a removable bin. Here is a bin. This is a large bin. As you can see, this thing is huge. Okay, this does come with a separator. This does come out. You can see that. The separator does come out. So you can separate it, so you can have certain things on one side, on the other side. And what they mean by dual compartment, let me just show you what they're talking about here. So you can see it's very, very deep. Now this is the freezer and fridge side. This is the side that gets cold. This side will stay cool. So that's where you got your two zones, okay? So the cold will kind of travel over here as it gets cold and keep everything in here cool. So you can keep your things that keep cool here, let's say vegetables, things like that. You don't want to really touch the cold. So vegetables, maybe some condiments, things like that go on this side, which is very deep. And then you got this huge well here that you can put all kinds of stuff. Like I said, this thing is ginormous. It's a monster. It really is a monster. Let me give you the inside dimensions. Again, this is a long video, so I do apologize, but I really want to give you all the specs that you need to know if you got to make a decision on something like this. I think it's important. If you want to know, that's why you're watching this video. So it's 20 inches wide, okay? And I'm just going for the about 10 and a half inches across. It's approximate. How deep is it? It is, I would say, I'll go 17 inches before you hit the top. So around 17 inches deep. And this chamber itself is around 12 and a half inches across that way. And then around 11 inches this way. And the smaller one is around 10 and a half. It's around, this one's a little bit shallower. This one here is around safe point, I would say around 9.5 inches height on the safe. Before you start hitting the lid, you want to give yourself some room. And that's the size of it. So it's a pretty beefy machine here. You can see it's a beast. It really is a beast. And I like this removable bin here. This is nice. Just pop this in. And that's nice. You can take this in, take that out. It's got the chain here so it doesn't fall over. It's got the light. All right, let's plug it in and just do some testing, put it on, and just give you my opinion and my thoughts on something like this for your car. Now, this is heavy. Just to be clear and transparent, this does weigh quite a bit, like 37 pounds, and that's empty. So if you're going to fill this with food and then put it in your car, make sure you have help. That's why they have two handles, okay, guys? Don't be a hero. Don't pull your back out. Have somebody help you. If you're going to fill this with food, you could be 50, 60, 70 pounds, depending on what you're putting in here. So if it's full of beer, you know what I'm talking about, it's really heavy, or soda or whatever. So just be aware. It can get very heavy. So just be aware of that, okay? Very important to know these very small, specific things when you're shopping for large portable refrigerators for your car. All right, let's take a look at the app and let's download that. And I'm going to get it installed and see how that works and then plug it in. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this type of video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave me some comments down below if you have something like this or something you like about it. Let me know what you have. Tell me which one you have. They have different models available, so take a look at what they have online. There'll be a link down below. And just to let you know, they did send this to me and did compensate me to make this review, just to be fair and transparent. But I always wanted one of these, honestly, and I think they're really cool. Instead of those stupid things in the beginning, like I told you, they're a disaster to lug around. So I think this is really going to be a really good fix. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to really, especially the summertime, you need something like this for sure. So just to be fair and transparent, there will be a link down below. Go ahead and there's an affiliate link, and it costs you nothing. It does help my channel and help support me, and that's all I ask. If you enjoy this video, give me a like and a thumbs up, and follow the channel if I brought you some value. Okay, guys, I did plug it in, and it started right up right away. The compressor kicked right on. Very easy to use. I downloaded the app. I'll show you that in a few seconds. I gotta do a cutaway for that. The app it's Bluetooth connection, so just connect it right away. Just download it, put your password in. It just accepts it, and it's automatically connected to the Bluetooth, so that's really cool. You can control all the different functions. We'll go over that in a few seconds. So it does, I have it set on 64, so once it hits temperature, it'll shut off. It'll go to almost like a relax mode, let's say. So it goes up to, let's go the highest it goes to, let's just see I think temperature goes up to 68 degrees is the highest. That's your highest temperature, okay? You can see that, 68 is the highest. And then his here is 14.7 volts right now. And don't get confused with this max battery. This is really not a battery indicator. That's just, I'm not sure why that's there. Just telling you you get power. And the lowest you can go to this, I believe, is -4 degrees, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cold. Let's get that. And you can do this much faster with the app. You can just zoom right down, back and forth, shut it on and off, control the temperature, and control the battery drain, let's call it. 1, 2, 3, 4. -4, there you go. That's your maximum lowest temperature, which is freezer. Freezer is 0. Most freezers are set to 0. This is -4, which is more than cold enough. And it's going to go into like a more of a power mode. It's going to really just use more energy to really just crank up and use more energy. So here we go. Here I have my power meter. You can see here right now, it is consuming right now 2.9 watts currently. That's what it's consuming right now. And it probably will crank up a little bit. I think 2.9 is kind of low. That's actually very efficient. The boot up it took up more power. When you boot up, of course, it just takes time. Let me see if it's getting cold inside. Let me see here. Yep, definitely getting cold. And it's got a little LED light in there. You can see a little, I'll show you that in a second. So the only other thing some people had complaints about, and I don't know why, but they say that the seal is very loose on this thing. And what they mean by that, let me just show you what they mean by that. People are complaining that this is a little bit loose here. I mean, yeah, it's a little loose, and is it really, you know, sitting on the seal here and causing it airtight? Probably not, but it is what it is. It's a cooler. It is what it is. I mean, they have some blankets you can sell. I'm sure you saw those blankets online, all that kind of stuff. So you can buy all those blankets and do what you want to do. But if you're just, you know, going around and shopping, whatever, you don't really need that. If you're going to go camping, maybe you do need that. So that's totally up to you. It's your preference. So it is dropping down in temperature. It was almost 70. It's dropping down. It's on max. So max cold is going to drop it down the fastest. Here is the app I was telling you about. So it tells you right there the temperature, 65, 64, gives you the actual live feedback here. You can control the battery power. I was telling you right here is a battery, protect battery. I'll keep mine on low. And you can set the temperature here as well for max temperature. And Fahrenheit, you can do that. Let's see what else. There's not a ton here, other features. Let's see other features here. I guess you can do like saved features, saved memory features. Like, you know, you can set that up as well. You can set Fahrenheit and also Celsius. I have it on Fahrenheit, of course, because that's where we're at. Power consumption right over here tells you maybe the battery, maybe it tells you how much is going on here. So battery, that's 100%, but that's plugged in, so I'm not really sure how that works. We'll have to figure that out over time. It has max and eco modes. We want on max when you really want to get cool. You can put on eco mode. It uses less power once you hit a certain temperature. You can do that. It's dropping pretty rapidly, but I just wanted to show you how this app works. Look pretty clean, pretty user-friendly, and I like that a lot. So let's see what else we can just set. So you can see if I move this here, now it's at the 20, and now just change that to 20. Drop the 57 here already. I have the temperature set to 20. If I want to go back to 0, hit 0, and that's going to go back to 0. You can see that. So it's very intuitive, very quick. So this is a fantastic. The app works really clean. No bugs, no glitches that I can see. Max battery protection is on low. How much voltage? 14.6 volts. It gives us some information right here as well. So you get a lot of good information on this dashboard, which is actually really good. So I like that a lot. Looks really good. Let's just get a quick temperature inside. Let me get I have a little thermal gun right here. Let's see let's see what the temperature is inside real quick here. Inside we are at about 38 degrees already inside, even though this says 61. I don't know why. Maybe this is the outside. I don't know, but it's 38 degrees. That's what it said inside there. Maybe, you know what it is? I'm actually shooting the element. I'm recording the actual, the steel, the metal. That's cold. That's probably why that's so cold. Let me just see if I can get on the plastic on the back end of it. Okay, so here we go. So 55, 57, 60. That makes more sense. So that's roughly what. So it's about 60 degrees in there. So it is dropping. It's going to take time. It's probably going to take, I'm guessing it's probably 20, 25 minutes, honestly, to drop down to at 70 degrees to get down to 0. It's going to take time. There's nothing in there frozen. So if you had some frozen things in there, it will drop faster because you got the cold on top of that. And you'll get much faster results with that as well. And I'm just going to show you inside before we wrap up the video. Hey guys, I think this is a fantastic thing. I love this a lot. Like I said, only 2 pet peeves for me. It's a little big, but they have smaller ones, of course. Go ahead and pick one out. Whatever size you like. And I think it's just cool. I wish it had like a built-in battery in here. So if the power did go out, it has like a backup for like 10 hours or something like that. That would be cool. Seems they got a lot of room to do that. It's a pretty big base in here. I'm not sure how big the compressor is. But this is a large machine, as you can see, but it is very, very cool. Let's take a quick peek inside with the camera, and we're going to wrap up the video. And if you enjoyed the video, please, again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You see, it is dropping down. Really, it does exactly what it says, guys. Large cooler, and for this price point, you'd spend $400, $500, $600, $700 on some of the other coolers. So this is very reasonably priced. Check out their prices. There's always a sale. There's always a deal. There's always something going on. Preference, how you want to do that. But honestly, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's set. So right now it's 69 degrees. So now it's really cranking up here. I want to show you what's going on here. So now we got 27.6. Now it's really ramping up. Now it's drawing more energy to get a cold, right? We put it on -4 degrees, so it's drawing more energy to do that. And you can just see that happening live right here. So that's why you have this watt meter here. You can just see what's happening. When you shut it off, it'll go to 0. When it gets to a certain temperature, it'll level off. So that's the idea behind it. So you get an idea of what it's using for power and energy. So that's just what that's for. And honestly, I think it's working pretty well. I mean, let me just feel inside again. Yeah, it's starting to get cold. So let's let this run a few seconds, and we'll get some temperature readings, and we'll just see how cold it is. Again, it is huge, it is big, and it does what it's supposed to do. As far as I'm concerned, it's huge, and it just seems pretty awesome in general. So let this run a few minutes. I'll get a temperature inside. I got a little temperature gun here. I'm gonna take a thermal shot and just see how cold it gets, and give it a few minutes and see what we have. All afternoon, driving around with the refrigerator on, no problem. Went a little bit of food shopping, bought some stuff for tonight, some snacks. But in here is where we bought some stuff, and you can see I have some water in here already. I bought milk. In the refrigerator section, you can see I have some couple extra creams. I had coffee, and I got some extra cream. So in here, it is super cold, nice and chilly in there. It's about 36 degrees, which is perfect. I got my milk. My milk in here is nice and chilly, which is perfect. I'll leave my water and stuff inside here, so no problem with that. In the back section, it was a little bit cooler, like a little refrigerator. Sorry about that. Take that stuff out of the back, and those are nice and cool. So everything worked perfectly as designed. You can see there's my waters, everything's in there, and everything looks really good, and everything's nice and chilled the way I like it. Perfect. And it worked great. So that's what I have for you guys. Okay, guys, you can see I have it in my car. Plugged it in, so I have to have the power on in the car, so the auxiliary back does not go on automatically, so they will shut off and on with the car. So I have it set to around 25 degrees. It's pulling 11.1 volts. You can see that. And the battery power is like you can see here. So it's using 50% on the max side. You can adjust the max to the economy with the app like I showed you before. It does fit in there. It's pretty large. I have a Lexus SUV RX 350. It does. And I think it's pretty cool. You can put it sideways. You can put it straight. I like it like this here. And I'm going to try it for the summer and see how it works. I think it's going to be great. It does take up some space, as you can see. I mean, it does take up about maybe a third of the storage. And when I shut the car off, it'll power off the system, which is kind of good. And honestly, it's still pretty cold in here, so it's going to hold the temperature quite a bit, you know, especially if you're traveling just back and forth to the supermarket, or if you're going somewhere. It's going to keep that cold even when the car's off, even for an hour. So it should be fine, honestly, because it is a cooler. Don't forget, it is insulated. So that's what I have for you guys. I like it a lot. I'm definitely going to keep this one. I appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And any comments you have, leave down below. Let me know how you like it and how do you use yours. Let me know. Leave me some comments. I really do appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day, and I'll see you at the next review.